So I have ended up with a blind passenger, so to speak. I have a little guest. It's a little bird. They usually hang out in some of the trees around outside my room, but my window's open right now. I cracked it this much open because it flew into the window trying to get out. But it was only like a tiny bit open at the bottom, so how it got in I don't actually understand or know. But right now it doesn't want to move. And I don't want to open my actual door either to get it out, because I don't want to stress it anymore. I don't want the puppy to get to it, but this is an interesting way to wake up. So this is how open my window was when the little bird got in. How did he manage this? They live in not the closest trees here, but some of the ones behind it because I can hear them a lot. Good morning. That was one interesting way to wake up. I did want to sleep in today because I was feeling too good yesterday, but getting a bird into my bedroom kind of woke me up. It was a great tit. I had to Google to get the English name, but they're really common around here, and I find them really pretty, but I don't think it wanted to be in my room, and I don't really want it in my room, but it ended up getting out of the window with a little house, and now I have one guarding puppy. But good morning. It's again a beautiful day. I still don't feel good. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm contemplating not even bothering to put on makeup, as I have done that the last couple of days and I do enjoy it, but a part of me just doesn't want to. I'm also contemplating going back to bed because I'm actually exhausted. I know I'm going to finish the book I started yesterday, because I have only got like 50 pages to go, so that's going to be gone pretty quickly, and I'm tempted to start my next one, which is from Dan Brown. It's Inferno. I do like the Dan Brown books. I've read 3, I think, so this is the next on the list for me, and I just honestly don't know what I'm going to do today. It is going to be pretty slow, as days usually are. I might probably move myself onto the living room just to see, and if I can get some... It just flew across my window again, because I have my camera with me. I always have it with me, and if I'm able to capture them on film flying by, because they're like only a couple of meters away from the cabin, I will probably insert it somewhere, because I love animals, I love birds, I think they're amazing. Hi, Bolla. So as you just saw, the weather outside is beautiful, and I did end up doing my makeup, but I'm not 100% happy with it. I did plan on only using concealer because I'm wearing foundation, but I plan on only wearing concealer, and discovered that the Colourpop concealer on its own make me look like a ghost. It is the only concealer that isn't white that I've ever used that is actually light enough for me to wear as like a brightener under my eyes as well as a concealer. But I don't really love it. Like, it works great with this. I just need to turn the volume down. It works great with the foundation because it is lighter than my skin, so it does add a little bit of that highlighted effect. And since I'm this fair, I've never found a product that does that isn't bright white, so that's a good thing. I'm still going to play with the formula and consistency stuff. I like it okay under my eyes, but I don't think I like it enough for me to consider repurchasing it in a different shade to also use it on my face, because I've had some issues with it sitting funny on my skin and like emphasizing pores and texture and stuff, so I'm a bit wary on that one yet. But I also put on a little bit of liner, and you can probably tell on the edge here that it like started drying up the second I tried to put it on. And I wore it yesterday and it was okay. It was a bit dry towards the end. I just had a bit of a coughing attack, so sorry about that. But the liner is drying up, and I'm not really that surprised because I have had it for a while. But that kind of hinders my plans, because I wanted to do a ink liner versus tattoo liner comparison because they are both from Kat Von D. But now that my ink liner is drying up, I don't know if that will actually happen, because I don't wear liner enough for me to be willing to repurchase both of them. but I'm going to think about it for a bit. But I do like it. It's very easy to use and stuff, but as I said, I don't really wear liquid liner enough to justify buying that one when I already have like 7. So I am having hiccups. Cuddling the pooch. It's 20 degrees outside. I am under a really big duvet because I am cold. For some reason, it's really warm in the sun, but not as much in the shade, and I really like the temperature in the shade, which is why I have the window open. I've also gotten some snacks. If you are gluten intolerant as well as lactose intolerant and can find this chocolate, it is the best thing I've ever eaten. This is the one I've spoken about that tastes like the Norwegian Advent calendar chocolate. It is so tasty. Unfortunately, if I eat a whole thing in one sitting, I do get sick because my stomach doesn't handle it because of the milk, I'm assuming. But if I tend to break the pieces up into smaller pieces, so I nibble on it throughout the entire day, and what that mixed with other food tends to be okay. But if you have any milk-free, essentially vegan milk chocolates especially, because those are my favourites, do leave them down in the comments below because I would love to find some good ones. A friend of mine has actually tipped me off of a couple, and I really liked a white chocolate one, but I'm not a big white chocolate person, so I'm still looking for the perfect milk-free milk chocolate, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but I'm going to eat some snacks and relax. I actually finished my book, which is good, and I'm going to play some games on my phone and potentially start my second one, which is Inferno by Dan Brown, and I'm very excited. This is probably not the best angle with all of the backlighting and stuff, but Mum is having a nap. We're just doing one football game, there's another one starting in like 15 minutes, so I decided to make dinner. We're having what the store is called Pangang Wok. Now how to pronounce that is questionable, and whether this is authentic and true to what it actually is also kind of questionable, but I really like it because it tastes great. So it's essentially very easy for me to make. I just remembered I forgot something in the fridge, but I cooked some chicken. There's a bag of vegetables. All of that goes in the pot. I boiled some noodles. That's also done reasonably quickly. Throw everything in one pot. Put the sauce over, hit it through. Takes me about 15 minutes to do, so it should be done by the game. Chicken is done. My time to add all of the vegetables. One of the fun things about vegetables, I think, is how much they reduce down to heat. Like spinach also does this. It gets super tiny once it gets warm. Like if you put it in a pan with some water, it's gonna get like tiny, just as this did. So I'm gonna now add in the noodles and the sauce, and dinner is actually done. And that is dinner done. It smells delicious and just in time. So I'm filming this between songs to avoid copyright, but we're watching Eurovision. This is Serbia coming up, and I quite liked him. I didn't think he was actually going to make it to the final, but I did like him a lot, so I am very excited. Norway did amazing, by the way. I would say vote, but this is going to be over when it's gone, but please vote. So that just ended, and I will not be watching next year. And personally, I didn't like the song in that one. I didn't like the two finalist contenders. I didn't really like Cyprus's song, but I hated Israel's song. But I also did not support her cultural appropriation of using a country's culture as a costume. That, to me, just doesn't sit right. And then there's the whole Israel and Palestine political thing that I don't know enough about, so I don't want to go into this here, but it's just, I can't support that, unfortunately. I can't. So I will no longer be watching it. And that's sad because it's a great way to sample music, but nope, cultural appropriation has become something that I've become a lot more aware of recently, because of the internet. and I'm very thankful because of that, because it has definitely helped me realise that wearing and using another country's culture as a costume isn't fine. It's just, you can say it's a sense of flattery, but it can also variously be seen as mockery, and that's just not something I can support. So, but I'm gonna take my makeup off. I have been having some pain today. I have had a dizzy spout this afternoon where I could feel my heart racing really, really fast. The problem with that is it wasn't really racing fast, but I could feel it in my fingertips, like pulsating, which is weird, but I also got a bit dizzy. But it happens a lot, and I hate being dizzy, because dizzy and nauseous, two things that I don't deal very well with at all. But I'm going to take my makeup off. I downloaded 4 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to watch whilst I was here, and we leave tomorrow. I haven't seen one, so if I can't get my 4G to work decently well, I'll probably end up watching some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before going to bed. I am exhausted. I go home tomorrow and I have a buttload of videos to edit and upload, because I haven't been anywhere near my grandma's house. I haven't been to her because she came home for one day, but she came off work, so she was asleep, and then she came to us to have dinner before leaving for work again, and I just haven't been feeling good enough to walk down there or to just have to go up and down in the car. But so I have essentially every vlog from this week to upload on tomorrow when I get home, but I might see if I can edit some of them before I leave. But I need to go to bed. I'm exhausted. And because I'm angry, I can't really feel my exhaustion right now. I'm going to have to calm myself down a bit. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow, hopefully. So I know I ended the vlog like 2 hours, an hour and a half ago, but it's 2:30 at night, and I still don't feel tired or sleepy. I'm getting a lot of pain in my hands, and I'm getting drowsy in a weird way, like not sleepy or tired or like I could fall asleep, but I get that kind of slow motion feeling. And I have been up for far too long today. I was rudely woken up by my puppy several times last night, and then I had a bird visit at 8 or something, which is when I actually got up. I wasn't planning on getting up until like 11, but I was up at before 9, which was a lot earlier than I expected to, and I don't feel great. I really don't, but I'm probably going to turn the light off, because sometimes that just being in the dark helps me, but I need to sleep, and I'm not going to be able to sleep for a very long time. I'm hoping I'm not going to have any bird visits tomorrow, because I would rather not be woken like that. And hopefully the puppy doesn't want to come in then, because I fluctuate between being a very light sleeper and a very heavy sleeper. When I'm a very heavy sleeper, I don't even notice anything. Like, people can be walking right by me and I won't even hear them. But when I'm a light sleeper, where we live in, I think it's called adjacent houses or something like that. But basically the houses are all connected, so it's like one really long house. But we used to live in an apartment building on the second floor or first floor, not on the ground floor, but the one up there. And like, I could wake up if my neighbour shut the door, and we had nice neighbours. None of them slammed the door. I did sometimes, because I got really frustrated and angry when I got sick and stuff. But like, or when someone in our house opened their bedroom door, and mine was always closed. And it's the same now as well. I usually sleep with my door closed to avoid puppy visits, usually, because she has one of her nightly walk things where she wanders the house for some weird reason in the middle of the night. Like if someone flushes the toilet, even if it's not our toilet, if it's like the neighbours, I will wake up. I will wake up out of nothing, and it's really annoying. Whenever I'm here, I don't sleep very well because the walls are really thin, and I don't know. Because I can hear everything, I think it is a lot harder for me to fall asleep. I struggle falling asleep. When I do fall asleep, I sleep very lightly, so the smallest of anything will wake me up. Like if the wind just blows too hard outside, I will hear it in the branches on the trees and I will wake up. It's annoying. Sometimes the fridge makes a noise and I'm awake. And I just got that weird thing where it feels like my head is in a fishbowl. Like I can't hear myself properly. What just happened? So that is very annoying because I love being here. I love being at the cabin. I love relaxing. But I also struggle a lot with relaxing. Everyone else in the family seems to find this place super, super relaxing because it's in essentially the middle of nowhere, top of a little mountain with forests all around us and the ocean as a neighbour. But because I can hear everything that happens in this cabin, like everything, it's really, the walls are super thin. I struggle relaxing. Like if I'm having a bad day, I need to be by myself, but someone else is awake, the TV is usually on, they're usually talking, and I will hear them and I won't be able to relax. Whereas at home, I literally leave the floor. I go up a floor and I won't be able to hear them as much. I still hear them, but I can usually put something on to distract myself, and that usually helps. This has just been a midnight rant, or 3 a.m. rant, but I am overtired. I haven't slept in ages. Ideally I would have been asleep like 3 hours ago. I'm hoping for a little bit more than 7 hours of sleep because I only got like 7 last night, 6 or 7. And I don't normally function if I get below 8. And I'm really dizzy. And it feels like my head's in a fishbowl because I can't properly hear myself, and it's really, really strange. The one place I come to for relaxation kind of brings me the exact obvious, because it usually brings me a lot of stress because I can't find a place here to relax. But I am gonna go to bed now. I'll hopefully fall asleep before 4. It's also annoying that it's getting a lot lighter outside. Like it's only just shy of 3 in the morning and it's already getting light. Not that it gets really dark anyway, we're coming up to summer, but good night. For real this time, hopefully. I will see you again tomorrow.